Welcome back to Scientific Thoughts. In this episode, let's dive into a fascinating question. If we accept that faster-than-light travel is impossible, does that belief itself enforce that limitation? Today, we'll explore the intriguing crossroads of physics, human psychology, and technological history, all wrapped into one engaging journey. So, grab your thinking caps. In science, we often talk about limits, speed limits, energy conservation, and the second law of thermodynamics. These ideas can feel like hard and fast rules, solidified in equations and validated by countless experiments. But here's the kicker. Many of these so-called laws were once just well-educated guesses. They were hypotheses forming a temporary framework for our understanding. Take a moment to think about the historical shifts in our scientific perspective. The idea that Earth was the center of the universe was turned on its head by Copernicus, who introduced a sun-centered solar system. Fast forward, and Newton's laws of motion were eventually upended by Einstein's groundbreaking theories of relativity. Each of these revolutionary ideas emerged because someone, somewhere, dared to challenge the status quo, refusing to accept limitations as absolute. Now, let's tackle the concept of faster-than-light (FTL) travel. Today, the scientific community largely agrees that FTL travel is off the table, due in part to the constraints established by Einstein's special relativity. But let's entertain a thought experiment. If we all come to a consensus that FTL is just impossible, what happens next? Well, we might stop imagining it, right? We cease to fund any research in that area, and with a lack of imagination and investment, the exploration fizzles out. We find ourselves in a cycle of stagnation. No experimentation, no breakthroughs, and ultimately no new discoveries. Rather than a scientific limit, this creates a kind of psychological barrier, denying us the chance to explore what could be. Here's where belief comes into play. Throughout history, the beliefs we hold about what's possible have had a profound shape on technological advancements. Consider quantum mechanics. It faced ridicule for many years before its acceptance. Black holes were once dismissed as mathematical fantasies, and time dilation was merely a theoretical concept until it became essential for the precise functioning of global positioning systems. These extraordinary breakthroughs don't just happen. They emerge when we push back against conventional thinking. If humanity hadn't been willing to explore the impossible, we wouldn't have experienced the incredible advancements that define our modern world. Now let's think about the feedback loop of reality. One crucial aspect of scientific exploration is the permission to wander into uncharted territory. It's about having the courage to question the established norms, to look at what we consider impossible and ask, is it really? When we accept certain limits as unchallengeable, we set them in stone, encoding them into our collective psyche. Each time we stop questioning, we become chained to a stagnant understanding of our universe, suffocating the curiosity that has propelled human progress throughout the ages. As we wrap up this exploration, let's take a moment to reflect. Remember this, the limits of today's physics are often the limits of yesterday's courage. What we define as impossible today may simply be waiting for a fresh perspective to challenge it. So, let's keep the conversation going and continue reimagining the boundaries of possibility together.